Hello, I'm Jessica and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you an updated version of how to make your own labels for your Yoto card. This video is in collaboration with Yoto, but all of the Yoto products I purchased with my own money and the opinions are my own. So first you want to log into your Yoto account, scroll down to the bottom, click on the Make Your Own section, then click on this orange MYO library button. Click on your playlist and hit these two arrows on the bottom left to change the card art and hit update. Yoto recently launched Yoto.Space, and this is a great resource to use. So on Yoto Space, under the Make Your Own section, they have a whole bunch of different things available under the Building Blocks tab. So if you click on that, you can see everything from audio files that are available for you to use, some scripts, which is just written out, sections that you can use if you record your own audio. They also have pixel art that you can download, and under the card art, they have some art that is available as well that you can use as is or edit. So I'm going to use this unicorn, click on it, hit the download button. Now I could just upload this file exactly how it is and save it, but I want to edit this a little bit, and so I'm going to go to Photopea, which is a free Photoshop. You want to hit New Project, rename your file, and make sure that inches is selected. 2.15 by 3.375 is the size of a Yoto card. The DPI is 300, the background transparent, and hit Create. Next, you want to go to File, Open, and Place. Select your file and double click to place it. Next, you want to go to the Type tool, type what you want, click and drag to the left to select. Up at the top, you can change the size of your font. Then I hit the Move tool to the left to move it to the spot I want it to be. Now I'm going to the eyedropper tool, and I'm also going to zoom in to select the color that I want my text to be. Then I'm going to hit the Text tool again, click, drag to the left. This box you can use to change the color. Down here you can see all of the selections I made with the eyedropper tool. Pick the one you want, and you can always drag for a custom color. Hit OK, click anywhere to deselect, and here's my card done. Now I'm going to go to File, Export as a PNG file. Double check all your settings and hit save. Back on my playlist, I'm going to hit the upload art button, select my file, double click, and hit update. I will be printing these on one vinyl page, so I'm going to go to File, New, change your file name. My page size will be 8.5 by 11. My DPI will stay 300, and I'm going to change the background to white and hit Create. Next, I'm going to go back to my unicorn tab, and on the right side, I'm going to select both of these layers, right click and hit duplicate into, and then in this drop down, I want to select the vinyl cover page and hit OK. Go back to my cover page tab, and then on the right hand side, I want to right click and merge these layers so they can be moved as one and rename them. Move this layer to the place you want, go to File, Open, and Place, and select any other images you want. I got this cover art from Yoto's site. Just right click, open a new tab, and then you can save each file as a download. Place any other files you want. Here I had to move this layer to the top to make it visible. Now let's go to File, New, and make our own. Change the name, change the size to 2.15 by 3.375, leave the DPI, and change the background to transparent, and hit Create. Next I'm going to go to File, Open, and Place, pick the JPEG I want to use, and drag on the corners until I have it in place. Next, I'm going to go to the eyedropper tool, and I'm using this to select a light gray. It's not exactly what I want, so I click that bottom square and change to what I want and hit OK. Next, in the bottom right, I'm going to create a new layer, double click to change the name, and I'm going to use the gradient tool. And this uses the bottom two colors, and you click and drag up or down to change it. And I noticed that my gradient was on top, so I moved the layer down so it was looking correct. Next, I'm going to use the type tool. I click and write my text. At the top, you can change the orientation. This slider, you can change the size, and here on the left, you can change the actual font. Then I'm going to center it and put it where I need it. Now I'm going to File, Save as a PSD file, and that means I can always open this later and edit it, and also File, Export as a PNG file. Double check your settings and hit Save. Then I went back to my page and added any other remaining images, saved as a PSD and exported as a PDF, and then hit Save. So when I'm ready for my test print, I like to write notes on my paper so I know how to feed it into the printer. Hit File, Print. So this is my test print, and as you can see, here's the writing, so now I know how to put it into the printer. Here's my final page. I'm going to use scissors to cut it out. I find that doing a rough cut with the scissors first, then more detailed, and sticking it on the card is a little bit easier to work with. After that, I like to use the scissors to really fine tune. So here's the final label, and I did want to show how easy it is to remove these vinyl labels, which makes them even better in my opinion. So I've tried all different types of labels. The stickers that come from Yoto are a great option, but I prefer the vinyl sticker paper the best because I feel like it is the most durable in general and the easiest to remove. but you can also find a lot of other options. If you have a vinyl cutter or a photo printer, a lot of people like to use those with great success as well. I also did want to mention that if you don't want to get the vinyl sticker paper, you can use regular paper and use some packaging tape on top of it. I've also seen some people, once they cut out or draw their own designs on regular paper, putting Mod Podge on top of it to kind of waterproof and seal it. There is also a spray Mod Podge, which you can use even on the vinyl labels to make sure that they're completely waterproof, but then they're still easily able to be removed. If you use paper with Mod Podge, it will be a lot harder to remove. You'll have to soak, scrape off, and all of that. But if you don't plan to change your labels very often, it's a great option. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. And I hope you have a great time creating your new labels. Cheers!